Back from the far reaches of the galaxy, the original funk mob of hip-hop has returned.
You know, before I thought about doing this video, I thought about researching it on YouTube, on Google, a couple other places, and I didn't see it. And David Blaine really brought, a couple other guys, of course, you got your Chris Angels and everybody, they really brought street magic on card tricks to life for a minute. And I guess they still are doing a couple things. I'm not too sure. Hadn't really kept up with them here recently. But one of these card tricks that I never saw, something that I learned a long time ago, and if you've seen it, it's going to say, oh, yeah, I remember that. But you never see anybody really do card tricks at shows or at their house parties or whatever. And it's time to do it analog style, old school, once again, from the CraftChest. And if I'm the first one to bring it to you, it'll be just another first from me to you. And if not, get over it. We're going to have fun anyway. And remember, everybody, it's a craft of the mind. And the story goes like this. It was dark and lonely on a stormy night, and there was this hotel out in the middle of nowhere. They had these women that was traveling to see family or whatever, and it was really, really bad weather, and they got scared. You know, the roads are getting really bad, lightning popping everywhere. Well, they pulled up to this hotel, and the guy said, yeah, man, I've filled all the way up. I got 4 rooms left, and it wasn't that big of a hotel. I don't know how many rooms they had. Who really cares? And basically, he said, I'll go ahead and I'll give you these rooms, and he put them up in the rooms. Well, when he put them up in the rooms, that same night, not too long after, they had these guys that were traveling, and we'll call them the Jacks or Jodies. Anybody that's in the military will recognize that term, Jody. Well, these Jacks came up and said, man, we got to get up out of this weather. This is terrible. And he said, man, I just rented out my last 4 rooms. I'll call these ladies, you know, that I gave them to them, and there's plenty of room because there's, you know, double beds in there. Maybe they'll let you room with them. He calls them up, and they said, yeah, that'll be fine. We'll let them come stay with us. And so he put the guys in the rooms with these girls. Well, apparently that same night, and this is, I guess, before cell phones and all that, because like I said, I learned this trick like when I was young. Well, the husbands, boyfriends, or whatever got worried about the ladies, and we'll have them be the kings. You know, went out looking for them. Well, they came across this hotel and recognized the car that they were traveling in, and they pulled in, and the hotel manager said, yeah, I'll put them up in the rooms, and I'll call them, let them know that you're coming, but before you go up there, I want you to know I had to put some guys in there with them, and I don't want no trouble now. So anyway, you know, these guys right here, they're all, what? You did who? Oh, no, hell no, you ain't put my woman up in there. So they go up, and they find out what rooms they're in. Well, you know the drill whenever this happens. Jealous boyfriends, husbands, whatever. You know, they go up, and they start causing all kind of ruckus. They're getting down, making all kind of noise. Well, the hotel manager, well, he got scared. He's like, man, I ain't got time for this. This right here is ridiculous. These people getting all upset, threatening to kill each other and all this other good stuff. So he called the cops. Well, when he called the cops, they came and showed up on the scene, and they went up all these rooms, and they busted in on these rooms and tried to defuse the situation and said, look, we don't have time for this, man. The weather's bad. They're shutting down the roads. We're not able to get out. They just radioed in on us while we were on the way over here that we're going to be stuck here for the night. And as you can see, at the time here, they're all up in the rooms with them. You got the ladies, the jacks, the kings, the aces. They're all up in these rooms. And so the cops said, what we're going to do is we're going to defuse this situation right now. We ain't got time for this. So here you go. This is the part that gets interesting. They said, look, we're just going to separate everybody. We're all going to stay in our own separate rooms. Ladies, whatever, men here, we're going to stay in one, and we'll take care of this shit in the morning. Now, this is the part where I'd like somebody else to cut the cards. I don't have anybody else here tonight, so I'm just going to cut the cards, and I'll show you, you know, That's about how many I have right here in this cut. Alright, I have about this many in this cut, and like I say, I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning of it. I'll keep this in view so you don't think it's a trick. It really doesn't matter where you cut the cards. You can cut one card if you want to. It doesn't really matter. But the cops, they say, we're just going to separate everybody and take care of this shit in the morning. So they put everybody up in their own rooms, diffuse the situation. This is the part right here again where I'd like somebody else to turn them over, but I don't have anybody here. I want to keep this in view so you don't think it's a trick. So they put the jacks, the kings, they put the, whoops, cops got their own room. They stayed in one, and the lady stayed in the last room. And there it is right there. Now, you saw where I cut it before, and I'm going to do this one more time just so you don't think it's a real trick. The only real trick there is to this is in the beginning, what I noticed whenever this happened is that the suits need to be the same in the room. Still a cool trick because, like I said, the part I never understood is whenever the cops are separating them and you get somebody to cut the cards, doesn't matter where you cut them. That's the part that's always fucked me up because I don't understand the physics on that. Because you have all these suits, you're cutting it, and at random you could have a club on a diamond, and when you separate it, who knows where it's going to fall. But anyway, let's do this again real quick. Ladies, okay? Whoops. The guy's traveling. Alright, just put them up like that. The husbands are like this. And then the cops show up on the scene. Okay? So basically this is how it goes. Alright, see all that? Then I'm going to do it face up this time so you can see there's really no trick to it. Alright? And I could probably do this face up. But this is where you put it down. Let somebody cut the card. You saw last time it was about halfway. Let me see. I'll cut it. Let's do 5 cards this time. Not that it makes a difference, but there's one cut. Alright, and as you can see, there's all kind of cards here. No particular. Alright, cut the cards. Lay it down. Cops say, let's diffuse it. Let's separate. Alright. And then everybody is in their own room. Got it? Never mind the puppy barking in the background. I have no idea what the fuck they're barking at. I know that's going to show up on the microphone, but that's alright. And there's the trick. Alright? Now, a lot of people say, yeah, it all depends on the cut and everything. You try it, and I guarantee it's not going to matter. The only thing that matters is the first part. Let's do it again. One more time, real fast. I wish I had, like, fast forward on this. And I'll cut it in a different spot. Just so everybody knows, it doesn't make a shit where you cut it. That's the part that's always amazed me. I have no clue how it works. Alright, we got that. Take all the cards, we're stacking them up. And really this part, it doesn't matter either how you get them. Alright, there they are. They're mixed up. Put them down. Cut the cards. This time I'll grab it. Let's grab it, I don't know, right here. How many cards is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards on that one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on that one. Cut them. And comes out the same. Queens, jacks, kings, aces. You saw me cut it one time at random, second time at, what, 4 or 5, whatever. Next time 7 and 8. And that is the amazing part of this trick. Now, you know the drill and the rest of it. It's a craft of the mind. Now go out there and have some fun.